folks, welcome back to your second video in this app development course. We will be taking a look at Swift, the programming language that we're going to be learning and using all throughout the course to build our iOS applications. So Swift is a programming language released by Apple, of course. It was released back in 2016. There are a couple different versions of it as time has gone and things have progressed. We are on Swift 5 now, and Swift was really made to iterate on Objective-C and the prior language that was being used to create applications. Swift is a functional programming language, which really just means that it is meant to be very shorthand and quick and easy to do functional things. At the end of the day, it really is supposed to help you, as the developer, create things faster and more efficiently with less effort versus a verbose language where it's a lot more typing. So I wanted to share these two links with you. The first one being apple.com/Swift, where you can come in here and learn about the various things that Swift has to offer, in addition to read about the Swift training book available through iBooks, learn about Xcode, which we're going to be downloading and setting up in the following video, and just seeing all that is in here and what is available for you to use, download, and explore. The other link that I wanted to share was swift.org, which is essentially the open source community / forum / documentation reference for the Swift programming language. Now, this isn't to be confused with the Apple documentation for Apple's own internal SDKs and frameworks that they have released for iOS. Keep in mind that Swift is just a language. We can use a language to build iOS applications, but in theory, you can use a language anywhere. I personally have used and have many colleagues that use Swift in a cloud environment to build other types of applications, not just for iOS, iPhone, and iPad. So just understand that it is a language. So over here, we can of course see there's a blog, there's getting started, there's source code. There's a lot of referential material on here. So I really encourage you to take a look at this. And yeah, that's really about it that I've had for this video. Swift at a glance, and by the end of this video, you're really going to come to appreciate particular aspects of this language, especially if you come from an Objective-C background like I did, which was very verbose. The language is very different when you first come across it and how they really do things in a very shorthand way. But you find that there's a beauty in it, and while things are different, it's really helpful. So that's basically all I have for this video. I'll see you later on in the course.